Hello and welcome to Thought TV. And today a chat about Skyrim and PlayStation 4 mods. What can you expect to see? Because we've just been told that on October the 28th, when Skyrim Enhanced is released, with it come mods for the PlayStation 4. So let's have a look and see what you will get. Because it's not all roses. It's not as wonderful as you might be expecting. Okay, now I know there are people on YouTube who are talking about this, so I hope I'm not repeating what they're saying. I'm talking here from the point of view of a gamer, but also of somebody who has created mods for Skyrim. So perhaps I can throw some more light on the implications of what Bethesda and Sony have agreed will control the mods, which mods get through, what you get, what you don't, for the PlayStation 4. Anyway, the critical sentence for everybody with regard to what you get for mods is this one, and it says that you will not be able to upload external assets with your PlayStation 4 mods, but you will be able to use any assets that come with the game, as most mods do. Now, what that means is this. Well, let's think about what is an asset. An asset is a thing, an item, something which comes from Skyrim's own data files. So we're talking about the obvious things: chairs, tables, buildings, that sort of thing. But it goes a little bit beyond that to some of the things that you don't see but which are there, and other things which you might not think of. I think for example, and I know somebody's going to disagree with this, but I've looked it up. And it really does refer to pretty much everything in those data files. Quests. Quests are assets, and you cannot upload an asset, an external asset. So if you cannot upload an external asset, you cannot upload a new quest to the game. So any mod that includes a quest, forget those for a start. Scripts. I don't know if you don't understand what that is. It's a little bit of programming that will tell the game to do something, like turn a light switch on. A light switch has a script, so you touch it, the script plays, it changes the light from on to off, and the script stops. Something like that. That script is a game asset, and so many mods contain those scripts that if we can only use those that are part of the Skyrim database data files, that's a big problem for any PlayStation 4 user, because it so limits what we can do that it kind of takes away from the fun of modding in a way. It's a big part of modding. And yeah, I'm going to show you an example now of a couple of mods. First, I'm showing, if you look at this thing called BSAOPT, or BSAOPT, or opt, or I don't know what you want to call it. And this is one of the Skyrim data files, the miscellaneous file. And we've got three things in here. We've got grass. I don't know exactly what that is, but it's something to do with grass. Scripts. And voice. It has all the actual voice types and fuzz files. Fuzz is, it could be WAV files, but it's just another format. So scripts. So here are some game assets, and this is it. There's not a lot. There's not a lot of scripts there, are there? Now, I've closed it now. Okay. Now here we're looking at. I've got three of my mods loaded into here at the moment. Now this is the creation kit, and this is one of the problems that, as PlayStation 4 users, will have. But the problem being this, um, not that modders cannot use the creation script, they can, but I have this installed on my PC. When I open a mod, you can see I've got that one, and those are the 3 mods that I've got open at the moment. I also have to open these 3 data files to be able to edit these particular mods, and those data files are part of my PC installation of Skyrim. So you need a PC to install the creation kit on, but you also need to have Skyrim installed on that PC, and if it's not, you cannot create a mod for the PlayStation 4. This isn't going to work on the PlayStation 4. You can't use this program on PlayStation 4. So that's the problem you've got. Mods. If you play a game on the PC and you mod that game, you're probably going to share your mod with other PC game users. When you mod, you're going to want the freedom to be able to include assets which are not part of the Skyrim data files. So if I create a mod, I want to be able to be free to put a script in it, a custom object. I'll show you something about those in a moment, and how things you might. Okay, you'll see in a minute. But I want the freedom to do that, and if I do that, I'm a PC user. I can't, and suddenly I can't share them with you as a PlayStation 4 user. So what are you going to get? Because I doubt if there are going to be a lot of PlayStation 4 people playing Skyrim who own a second copy on a PC and a creation kit and want a mod. There's not going to be a lot of you. I've got a PlayStation 4. Maybe, I don't know, but can I afford a second copy of the game? I'm not so sure. So looking at this mod, from the outside, it just looks like a little simple little house. You can live in there, store your stuff there. It's got all crafting facilities there. There's a cellar downstairs where you can basement or whatever you want to call it, where you could do your stuff and so on. Now, even from here, where everything appears to be from the Skyrim data files, in fact, it's not. And there it is. That's one of the items. Oh, by the way, sorry that my mouse pointer won't be pointing directly as it is now at the book. I don't know why, but my recording software seems to send it off to the left somewhere. So I'm going to click on the book. Actually, I'll double click, and if I edit base, you can see here it's highlighted. It's called the ID of the book is Thord Welcome Notes, and the name of the book is Welcome. It's basically explaining what the mod does. I think it says something about the changes because this is version 2. Now, fine, but so what that means is, although this looks like a Skyrim asset, it is actually a copy of a Skyrim asset contained within a mod with an ID which is not an ID or used within the Skyrim data files. Therefore, this asset is what they're talking about. They're saying this book cannot be part of a mod which gets uploaded to Bethesda.net. And it's quite normal to have slightly customized little mods, assets within a mod. Even a simple thing like this. Things like this NPC, amongst other things, is a merchant. Okay. Now the merchants are all connected to boxes. That's where they keep the stuff they buy and sell, and they keep their gold there as well. You just can't see the connection. But that box, if I edit that one, is called, the ID is Thord a Farm Merchant Chest. So again, right away you've got a box there, and it's an imported asset. Okay, you can't have that. Oh, that's me. So again, you can't have that. Okay, so I'd probably, in fact, you can't have her AI because she's got her own AI. She goes into Whiterun at night. That's all. It just thought it looked a bit silly having her gardening outside when it was the middle of the night. So it's very simple things that people tend to do and put into their mods. There's nothing complicated about it, but it does mean that, for example, she has. I'll show it to you. AI packages. Look, she's got all of these. All of those are custom AI packages. So what are you going to do? I mean, you know, it's a bit of a mess. So what can I tell you? Well, let's move across and we'll have a look at. I'll begin with the Steam Workshop and just run through a few mods here. Okay, now these are the most popular of all time. I chose of all time that includes some of the older mods or ones that have at least been around for a while, and different types of mods as well. Now some mods, this Pure Waters, this is what they're talking about as being okay to do. I know it's a texture thing, and I know we're having new textures anyway, but it's an example. Now what this one's doing, he's taken the textures from the Skyrim data file and he's replaced them with edited textures to make it look better, something a bit like that. So he's edited existing assets with it that are in the Skyrim data files, so no problem with you having that. That one, a map, it's a replacement map, and again it's replacing something already in the game. So this is what they're saying we can do. We can replace stuff that's in the game, or we can take objects. I'll show you. I can take a take my name out of there, where we containers. So there's a beehive, standard item in the game, and right, that's not showing up very well, is it? Yeah, there we go. A barrel of meat. There we go. So I can do things like that. I can take an existing asset and put it into the game, which is what I've just done. But yeah, so we can do that. And that's the same as what's happening with textures. It's the same thing as happening here with quest markers. It takes a quest which did not have quest markers in the game. It modifies the quest. Fine, it's modifying an existing asset and adds quest markers. So it's easy. Fine. There's another one, by the way, here. This also adds quest markers, but it creates a quest as well. So you can't have that one. It's a big shame. This one, amazingly popular. It allows you to make bags, and you wear the bags, and because you're wearing bags, you can carry more weight wise. Now that one, it has scripts that are unique to that mod. You can add them to a mod for the PlayStation 4, so you can't have that sort of thing. You can't have these weapons. You can't have this armor. You can't have this armor. You can have that. It's edited blood textures. But do you really want to? Because you've just got your 4K textures. Do you want textures that you download? Of course you don't. There's a follower here. He's got his own voice by some guy, amateur voice actor person, and you can't have that because it's an asset which is not in the game. So you cannot have Inigo. You cannot have Falskar. It's a whole new land with quests and God knows. You can't have any of that. You can have faster horses because that's just an edit of something that already existed. You can have that thing. You can have these things, towns and villages enhanced, which sort of add lots of flowers and trees and stuff like that to a village. You can have that stuff, but the things which dramatically or even just a little bit sometimes make a change to the game which really is worth having, often you will not be able to have. I mean, look at these. This is the Nexus website. This is one of the. It's basically the place to go. People go. Of course, people go to the Steam Workshop because it's easy to find, and not everybody knows that the Nexus exists. But having a look at this, I mean, you got the same one there, replacement map. But then number 3, armors. You can't have those armors, and some things which you might expect to be able to have, like a weather overhaul, but you can't because it contains scripts. You cannot have scripts because they are not already in the game. They're not edited, changed. They're not modified scripts. They're scripts written for that mod, so you can't have them. You can't have these cloaks. You can have this static mesh improvement mod, and that's a great mod. But I checked this one earlier. Oh, sorry, my internet's gone down. Yeah, you can see it down here. Look, no internet access. Okay, but look, so I had a look earlier. Okay, and that one has been updated quite recently. So I think the guy who created that, or who is keeping the mod up to date, is actually still around. So I wouldn't be surprised if you get that over on the PlayStation or on Bethesda Net. But others like where was that one that I found? There was something. The map. Look at this. It's number 2, a quality world map. It's amazing. A simple thing, but the guy who created it, who kept it going for all this time, the last time he did anything to it was April last year. It's now October. So what's happening there? You're not going to get that one because he's not around to upload it. So look at the limitations they've placed on us. They've said you cannot provide mods to Bethesda Net of a certain which contain assets which are not from Skyrim. But mods have it tends to happen. It's a small thing. It's a book. It's a chair, and it looks the same, but it has a different ID and is therefore not recognized as being an asset from Skyrim. So you can't have those mods. You can't have mods with custom scripts. Now that greatly limits what you can have. I mean, things like those mods which alter the way your followers behave and allow you to have more than one follower and that sort of thing. They've got scripts in them that you're not allowed to have. So we can't give those mods to you. So what are we supposed to do? There are mods which do not have any altered things, but it's simple stuff. You might get some houses to live in, texture changes. I mean, there's one, it's called Sky Test, that it's I was going to say you could have it, but of course you can't. It's an AI overhaul for the animals and so on, but and other things. But no, because it creates new assets for the game. AI packages and baby animals, so you can't have them. Sorry, it's a great mod, but you can't have it. I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, you can't make your own mods. The only people who are going to be interested, I mean, I think you're the only people, PlayStation 4 owners are the only people who are really going to be interested in making mods, who will want mods for the PlayStation. Somebody like me, if I make a mod, I would have to test it on my PlayStation 4. And I've got one, but I'm not going to get, I don't suppose I'm going to buy another copy of Skyrim to put on the PlayStation 4 just so I can give away mods for nothing. So I'm not suggesting anybody should pay for anything. I'm just saying it's a lot of money for me to spend just to give you a house to live in. And I don't, at the moment, I don't think I want to do that. If you want me to do some videos telling you how to do it, That's fine, but if there's the demand for those, just some simple stuff, because you won't be able to do anything very complicated. Um, but you'll need Skyrim on the PC and on the PlayStation to do it properly. So I don't know what to tell you. It's I don't know where you're going to get mods from, because the mods that there are out there, most of them aren't going to work, and those that are left, um, many of those creators have gone from the Skyrim community. So if you have PlayStation 4 and you decided you were not going to buy Skyrim because there were no mods, and you've seen today that there are in fact going to be mods, so you're going to get them. Um, don't expect a lot of mods, and that's it. So don't buy the game because you're going to get mods. Buy it because it's a great game and it looks good. The graphics are good, but don't expect if you don't expect any mods. If you get some, great. But who's going to play Skyrim on the PC? And anyway, I'm not going to ramble on. But if you think there's anything I can do, if you think I don't know, I can make some videos about the creation kit or something. There are some around, but I don't know if I can make some sort of easy stuff about how to create a PlayStation 4 mod, a bit more specific. Um, yeah, so if you want some videos that about how to make a PlayStation 4 mod, tell me, and maybe I can do something. But I'm sorry, you're not going to get a lot. You're not going to get a lot. I think that's all. I'm rambling on a lot, aren't I? So I'm going to stop talking. But thank you for watching. I hope it helped. Like if it did help, give me a like, and it's always good to know. And so on. And if you want reviews of PlayStation 4 mods, let me know that too. I'm not quite sure how it would all work, because I'd have to buy the copy of the game. But if you want it, ask anyway. Because if I get enough demand for stuff relating to Skyrim on the PlayStation 4, maybe I'll go out and buy a copy for the PlayStation 4. But if it's just going to be for me making a mod, then I won't buy it, I think. Okay, that's all. It really is this time. So subscribe if you want to see some more. Just say hello if you want to say hello. And goodbye for now. Bye.